Hi everyone, my name is Fumika Date. The CEO of Itobanashi. Maybe today you listen to about Itobanashi very first time. I would like to explain about Itobanashi and our activity also. The Itobanashi is established by the 2017, just around 3 years ago. Then Itobanashi means like a young thread story. We focus on the looks like kind of the embroidery and especially based on the India. Uh, we love that kind of the handcraft and artisans at work, and then we want to spread that kind of the knowledge and then that kind of the beautiful work for all over the world. Fumika, want to connect the basic artisans and then customer. So the between the artisans and the customer, they have so many the process. Like patterner and then designer and then seller and the shop owner and then so many people is having the relationship. But now, especially the kind of the category of the fast fashion, um, the customer cannot know who is make our clothes and then how to make them. So Itobanashi want to connect the customer and the artisans. So our brand name concept, like a young thread story, having the connection between the customer and artisan. So that is our concept. And like that work is based on the Kashmir. The Kashmir is very nearby the Pakistan. That area is very the high temperature and a very cold area, so they have the good skill for the pashmina and the wool work also. So that guy doing the we call sozuni work, put on the pashmina. That is very long material. So how many days they need to finish that kind of the work? Can you guess it? Yeah, that is not only the 1 year or half year. Actually, that is finished more than the 5 years. That is amazing. I was a university student. I was very impressed that kind of the heavy work, and then I cannot do that kind of the complicated work, that kind of the long days. So I was impressed. I was just 24 years old. So then I decide want to spread that kind of the very special work for not only for the Japanese people, for all over the world people. So now we go to the 3 areas in India. Maybe the listener, if you are the Indian, you know where about the area name and also. So we going to the, as I say, the Kashmir, and then the next to the Kolkata, the kind of the Bengal area nearby the Bangladesh. And then the last is Lucknow. Lucknow is not so much famous actually. That is a state of the UP, Uttar Pradesh state, and then Lucknow is the main city, so just nearby the Delhi. So that kind of the 3 areas, they have the totally different work. That is a we call kata stitch based on the Kolkata, and then that also kata stitch. Kata stitch is very simple work, but sometimes very difficult to kind of the skill is totally equal the deeps and lengths totally equal. That is very difficult. That kind of the work is kata stitch, and then kata stitch especially like they designing that kind of the animal and then people and then nature. That kind of the design is one specialty of the kata stitch. Then yes, next to the cashmere ari work, we call that kind of the ari work. Ari work is, the needle is very special signature. I mean, the needle looks like kind of the, how can I say? I forgot, but the artisans, I forgot. I mean, like hook, yes. Looks like a hook, and then pull up the thread from the back side to opposite side, then making that kind of the chain stitch. That is very beautiful. Yes, everything is handmade. Yeah, I think you guess that is very painting or printing. That is ari work and handmade. This is ari work, and then last one is, yes, Lucknow chicken work. That is, yes, and then this is chicken work. Chicken works, yeah, very bit difficult to find a clarify point. Chicken work is, you can see the back side. Back side is stitch is kind of the cross stitch, but the opposite side just a line. So the Lucknow's people making the back side embroidery stitch so many. So then we call that is shadow work. So you can see the front side, see the back side also. Then that kind of the beautiful work is happen. That's chicken work, totally handmade. That dress making the between the 2 months only for embroidery. So basically, Itobanashi's clothes taking the so many times. We need so much times and then span also. So that is a very different point. It's current brand, and then that kind of the very handmade brand. We have the gap, so it's very tough and difficult to follow the monthly or yearly the season. But so just now, finally we can follow. We can follow the spring and summer season and autumn and winter season behind 1 year before we start to make the embroidery and clothes. So that is a basic information about Itobanashi. And then now I stay in Hiroshima. You know Hiroshima, very famous for the all over the world about the atomic bomb museum and Miyajima shrine also. So that kind of the very peaceful city, and then I'm stay down the east side of the Hiroshima. So that here is one of our shop. Now I'm sitting down the very old house around the established from the 100 years ago. We renewal, doing the kind of the refresh about the floor and the walls and everything. So from today, I would like to start to introduce about Itobanashi and embroidery and our city and the histories of handcraft and embroidery and the city side of history. I'd like to speak through YouTube in English. But my English skill is, how can I say, now is developing. So if you have any questions and if you have some the points to the modify, please tell me freely. I would like to take their opinion. So yeah, that is today's very first day to talk about Itobanashi. So thank you for listening and watching for the last. So if you have some question and or comment, please type on the comment page. Thank you so much for listening. So please see the Itobanashi online page also. Thank you so much. Bye.